no, they have like separate rooms here. Like there was a whole separate back room that you go into. I was like, you know what? One of these days, I'm gonna turn 18, and I'm gonna go see what I'm gonna go look at everything in that room. By the time I turn 18, movie stores are all going out of business.
Yes.
See,
Redbox was a new thing. I was like, you son of a bitch!
God.
I waited to go into that back room, and I can't.
See, I loved it. We had a store here that the front half was like for everybody, you know, a little bit. Then you walk through this curtain and through this door, and it was like the adult section, you know, the porn and, you know, like magazines and gifts and stuff like that. And I was all excited, you know. I tried to sneak in there like 7 different times. They caught me every time. I told myself I'm going to go in there one day. When I finally turned 18, I walked in there. I was like, man, this is going to feel like heaven. I walked in there. That was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. They had like one DVD from that was like a remake of a 1970s porn. And they had like a misshaped dildo. Then they had like one thong. And I was like, really? I wasted all this time trying to get back here just to see that shit.
Yep.
I was so disappointed. I felt like Tai-Tai's Love Life.
Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Okay, that just seems fair.
I think it might have been a thing around here like that. They were all a whole separate room. Like there was a door to them and everything that separated the rest of the stores.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back there. Never could.
Oh yeah. I used to sneak in the
JT, you're older by a year, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be 29 next Wednesday.
Yeah. So JT's
this
older by a
Wednesday.
year.
Yeah, he's. Yeah. Someone asked.
One of our senior members. Oh,
Don't remind me, I'm turning 29 on Wednesday, man.
you're getting to you at 30.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Fucking, this is my last year of my 20s. Or will be my last year of my 20s.
Better party hard.
Well, this is my party right here.
Yeah. Sorry for party rockin'.
I worked as a bouncer for 10 years in a fucking bar. I'm done with partying. I've done my
Dude, we're over halfway to 50.
I know.
Halfway there.
I told somebody I was old one time. They said, well, how old are you? I said, I'm a quarter of a century old. And they're like, man, that's really fucking old, dude. Like, you know, you look good for your age, though. And I was like, well, thank you. You know, it's rough, you know, being a quarter of a century old. It's like, how do you do? I mean, how are you that old and look good? This went on for like 10 minutes before he finally realized. He goes, wait, you're 25?
It is.
Yeah. I said, what'd you think? He goes, I don't know why. He goes, I thought you were 50. He's like, you're a damn good looking 50-year-old man. Yeah. I was like,
whoa, he ready to take you home.
Oh shit.
Well, no, he was like, no, homie. He goes, I was just like, damn, he looks fucking young for 50.
JT sounds like he's almost 40. God damn.
Hey, you know what?
I'm not even gonna lie. I thought he was older. He like Randy. I thought Randy when he first
Randy was just an
in,
old piece of shit. But
yeah,
I mean,
I thought he was in his 50s. I really did because he's got that voice and the way he talks and everything. You would think he's an old man, but you know he's the same age as me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, see, the one time I'll never forget. I was cutting concrete one time, so my hair was all covered in concrete dust, so it was white. And we went to Golden Corral, me and a whole bunch of buddies. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, he's like, there's 6 of us, and we're all paying. Everyone was like, oh, you know,
Senior
$18,
discount.
$18 comes up. He goes, oh, the senior citizen discount. I was like,
Yep.
yeah. My buddy's like, he's not a senior. And I fucking nailed him right in the chest. He's like, well, I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. I'll take the senior citizen discount. He goes, but you're not old enough. I said, no, but I just got $12 off my fucking meal, so fuck you.
What my dad was most happy about when he got his AARP card.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
He's like, I saved money off a job.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. I can't wait for the day. Now that I'm getting old, I can't wait for the day I get AARP. I'm gonna take advantage of that shit. I'm gonna go over. They was like, hey, you got senior citizen discount? Nope. Then fuck you, I'm leaving. You got senior citizen? Yep. Howdy doody.
JT's gonna be that old guy at Walmart and the scooters running over people. Get the hell out of my way!
They're like, sure, you can't run over everybody. Well, get the fucking out of my way. You won't have that problem. Sir, can we help you? Yeah, show me them titties. Sir,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay, I'm old, I get away with it.
I'm get away with it.
Oh, dude, my grandpa, when he, bless his heart, rest in peace, but I'll never forget one time when he was alive. We went to Golden Corral. Of course, there ain't much in Chillicothe but Golden Corral. We're sitting there, he asked this lady to come up. He used to get a doggy bag to take home food for his dog. And he reached up, grabbed this woman's tits, and says, hey, Missy.
Oh, God.
I'm sitting here rolling thinking, holy shit, my 87-year-old grandpa's going to go to jail for fucking grabbing tits. She goes, and I was like, I'm so sorry about it. She goes, it's okay. When you get old like that, you just can't control yourself. I said,
Dude.
I was like,
Dude.
oh my god, I am going to make myself look so fucking old and just start grabbing random tits.
Oh, my God.
There's this woman that worked with me at Walmart. She was in her 50s, and you could tell she had tanned a lot, so her skin was all wrinkly and everything. But she thought she was the shiznit. She thought she was the greatest thing walking earth, because these 7-year-old men would come in and hit on her. Well, there's this one that come in literally like every week. He would come in and just follow her around and flirt with her and everything. And he had this most awkward toupee that I've ever seen. It was so noticeable that it was a toupee. And one day he you know how they got those cardboard like displays that they have like stack like jump drives in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We had one of those sitting on top of a end cap on the bottom shelf, and he was up behind the register talking to her, and we had one of those things right in front where they were talking, and he puts his leg up. He stands on the end cap and puts his leg up and kind of rests on there. And he keeps like thrusting his crotch towards her, and every so often he'd look down and then look back up at her, and look down, back up at her. And
That's awesome.
I was like, this is so entertaining. I can't look away from this right now. I don't know why. And then one of the girls I work with, Danielle, come over. I was like, I think he's trying to give her a hint. And then she's, oh my god, does he have a boner? I said, yeah, he does.
Shit.
And he's literally standing on a shelf, like thrusting it, trying to get her attention to look at it.
God. That's just.
I looked at Danielle, I was like,
Jesus.
he popped up Viagra for this.
Oh, dude, speaking of Viagra, I used to work at this hotel. I'd set up for banquets and stuff like that. There's always these group of old men that came in the hotel, even though they weren't staying there, they would just come in and eat the breakfast. And the one of the waitresses found a blue Viagra pill, and she walked up to one of this old man. He's always fucking silly. She's like, is this yours? He goes, no, that ain't mine. She goes, are you sure? He goes, oh, trust me, you know if it's mine. She goes, why? He goes, my dick would be in your pussy right now with it.
Jesus.
And the worst part, she's like, ha ha, you're silly. I was like, dude, you just fucking got away with basically sexual harassment. He's like, it's great being old. I said, I know. It's like, I can't wait to be old.
Men get to that point, and when they get up there in age, that women don't take a thing they say seriously. So you could say the most sexual harassment shit you can think of, and women be like, "Oh, you're so adorable."
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're so adorable.
We used to go with my grandpa everywhere, and it'd be like some hot chick working the counter at like the Westlake store, and of course they knew my grandpa. Like, hey Don, how are you? He goes, all old and horny, and you know, just living life. And they would look at me, he's like, your grandpa really just say he's horny? He's like, you asked.
God.
Of course, you know, nothing like hearing your grandpa saying horny, you know, standing right next to you.
Yeah, it's
That
got a
was
weird
always a
tone to
little
it.
awkward.
Yeah.
Of course, my grandpa just didn't give 2 fucks.
What's this one old guy come in? When you would ask him how he's doing, he'd be like, "Ah, piece of ass would be nice, but I can't complain."
Yeah.
The one guy who worked with, he was in his 50s too. Matter of fact, him and the other woman, they used to date, which made it really awkward because they would always go out to lunch together, and she would then go out with her boyfriend. And it was really awkward. But he was like, "Does that thing even work anymore?" He goes, "I don't know. You find me a good piece of ass, I'll show you." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
God.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
Mr. Robert.
The last has been found.
What?
What?
Found him? They gonna kill you?
Lost and found.
I didn't get blown off the highway.
Well,
Oh, that's good.
alright. My arms itch!
Quit shoving up women's vaginas that have STDs. You wouldn't have that problem.
Oh, fucking sunburn. Holy shit.
You want to know the great thing about being Indian, Tai Tai? You want to know the greatest thing ever?
Shut up.
I don't get
You don't
sunburned.
burn, you tan. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's marvelous.
It's this Irish thing that's going on. I just fucking burn.
Aw. Just like your idol, Jacksepticeye. Or, aka Jack Sebestidie, or whatever.
There it is. What the fuck?
Spadesi. Oh, Jack Spadesi.
Yeah, it's Jack Spadesi.
Dude, I watched Texas Ranger. Are you kidding me?
Who
What?
doesn't love Texas Ranger?
Or not Texas
Soccer Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Fucking Chuck. If you didn't watch Texas Ranger, Chuck Norris would come to your house.
Yeah.
And cut your dick off and stuff it down your throat until you die.
I have a season 5 episode kind of chilling in my room. Yeah. I'm burnt. Oh, I was burnt like last Sunday. I'm gonna get probably burn again this week.
You get a little bitty sunburn.
Huh?
You get a little bitty sunburn.
I wasn't a little bitty. And I'm gonna burn over it again this weekend, so.
Don't quit playing with your wanker outside.
For
You
that
have problem.
18th birthday party we're not invited to?
Yeah, dick.
No,
Or is this your
I'm mowing
graduation
yards.
party?
I'm mowing yards now.
Yeah, we're not invited to the birthday party or the graduation party. What the
There's
hell?
no birthday party.
I feel like kind of a slap.
So
in the
you
face.
just confirmed there's a graduation party and we're not invited.
I don't even
Yeah,
know if it was one
what
of
a
those.
dick. Sure. Who doesn't have a graduation party? I mean, like, seriously.
Oh, I did because the deal was I would get the money my mother would spend towards my graduation party. She'd give it to me, and she never did. Bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I had a party. I don't remember. I was drunk.
I was gonna say my
Yeah.
graduation party. I was half cocked.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I was drunk at graduation. Like, I mean, I was literally like, JT, get your blows. Like, yeah, give me. And they were like, excuse me, sir? I was like, nice titties. Be up there in a minute. They kicked me out.
God.
I was drunk.
Oh, dude, they were super strict with us on graduation. We couldn't do freaking anything. So everybody was freaking sober as a judge until we walked out of there.
Oh, I think our entire class was drunk. Of course, there was only 12
Park
of
it.
us.
The parking lot, we couldn't get out of the freaking parking lot because it was so crowded, and a lot of us just cracked them open there in the parking lot waiting for everybody to leave.
Oh, see, we party for our graduation. Of course, we take the last week. Everybody skips the last week of school.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like a tradition.
Yeah. Well, except I took the tradition to extreme. I skipped basically every year of high school.
Same, bro.
I know. Yeah, I think all of us, the whole class of 12 was drunk 24/7 that entire fucking week.
Dude, this one guy, his girlfriend was teasing him the whole time. She's like, "I'm not wearing any underwear," so he was all ready to go, and parking lot was, like I said, it took a great good 3 hours to clear out that parking lot after graduation because there were just so many people. So he got tired, threw her in the truck, jumped in his truck, jumped the curb, drove through the field, got out on the highway.
It was awesome.
I was like, shit. Of course, my very religious grandmother was there with my parents, and we're all hooting and hollering out in the parking lot. And then she looks over and sees this guy dragging a girl over his shoulder, tossed her in the truck and taking off.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't really talked to her much since then.
Jesus.
The best part about it though is when, like I said, she was super religious, like the most religious person I know, and she didn't know what to get me for Christmas one year, and this is the phase when I was really into Korn, the band, and bought me a Korn album, and it was just the most awkward moment. She hands it to me and quickly walks into another room. And I was like, that was odd. And I opened it, I was like, Korn, oh yes! I was like, I love you, Grandma. She wouldn't look at me. She was like, she thought I was the spawn of Satan.
God.
Really into porn. See, I didn't have to. My brother had a big enough collection, I could just steal that off of him. I didn't have to ask for that for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that moment when a guy come over to help my brother work on his surround sound. And when he turns on the DVD player right there in front of me, who at the time I think I was like 14, and his, let's see, I think he was like 5 or 6 year old son, and this dude who's never seen a pair of boobs, probably still to this day, freaking Girls Gone Wild blast on the screen.
Yeah, you know, it's whatever.
And the guy who was helping him looked at the screen and just goes, "Wow."
Why am I getting fucking goddamn motherfucking...
A damn mother trucking,
Good old boobies.
Boobies and ranch?
Boobies and ranch.
Boo, 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 boo. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, shitty titties.
You're looking at the wrong titties if they're shitty.
That's what I was gonna say. Or if they got shit covered on them, you might want to get those cleaned up.
God
What the fuck?
That must be like Lady when, you know, she sneezes, they flap back and get a little shit on them while she's on the toilet.
Okay,
Probably
stop
splashes.
talking.
Probably splashes.
Jesus.
That's probably what you hear when you hear the bloop. Is her tits falling in the toilet.
I know it's wrong, it's horrible, I'm going to hell for it. But we went to Hershey Park. There was this guy, he was mentally handicapped. I'm not laughing at him because of that. I'm not laughing at him because of that.
Well, you're laughing now!
Oh, I'd be
No,
laughing.
it's what he said. His comeback was hilarious. I went to the bathroom, and when I walked in, I had to take a double take because I saw him dropping his pants right there in the open area.
Oh, shit.
And and I was like, oh damn! And his person that was sitting there helping him, he's like, no, let's get in the stall first. He's like, no, fuck you, stay out. You're not seeing my dick. I was
Oh my god.
I was like, dude, burn so fucking bad.
Jesus. Is that you over yonder?
Who?
No, it's Jay Tizzle.
Who?
Fifi's up in
I remember
4.
one time I had to go to this. It was a kind of a mediocre, what they call a trouble kid school,
What up, Montavious?
where all the kids that are in trouble go to, but the other half is like kids with mental disabilities.
Yeah.
I remember going in there. They had co-ed bathrooms, and this one girl's, I don't know what was wrong with her, but she had something wrong with her mental. I guess she got constipated. She's in there screaming at the top of her lungs because she can't poop.
Oh my god.
And me and my buddy were walking in there. We were like, "What?" He goes, "What the fuck's wrong with her?" She goes, "I'm constipated." She goes, "What does that mean?" She goes, "I can't fucking shit, stupid."
Jesus.
Did you see the thing where the guy almost died because he was constipated and he shoved a live eel up his ass?
I'm sorry, a what?
You haven't heard? You didn't hear about that?
Yeah, I heard.
No!
Oh my god, there was a guy that nearly died because he was constipated and he shoved a live eel up his ass to try to fix the freaking
What in the
constipation.
fuck is
Yep.
wrong with people? That's not normal.
I saw about what I read. I saw about calling you, making sure you were okay.
Oh, fun.
But Tai's used to that.
Oh, I am rubber banding hardcore.
As long
Every
as
time I
don't,
look back towards Tai's, I rubber band bad.
as long as I don't actually look towards the main farm, I'm good. I mean, I'm running about 25.
Nothing's over here at my place. I don't know what's causing that.
Well, it's the angle towards the main farm and your farm, and when I'm looking that direction, my
The
frames
angle
drop.
about where Dalton's is, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's every time I look at that way.
Oh.
That was before Dalton's place. It's not Dalton's place at all. It's ever since we got on this map. When I come out of the main farm and I'm looking that direction, or when I'm heading toward the main farm, looking at that direction, I always get frame drops. That was before we even edited. That was in the initial Indiana farm, so I don't know
so
what it was.
close.
Like I told them, it's just kind of putting up with it until a different map comes out to use.
Basic read.
It's just got to be something there in that one spot just wreaking havoc.
We'll blame it on Tai. After all, he lives in Indiana.
He doesn't know what he does, man.
That's true. That's true.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What?
We know you're.
You never listen
Said you were
to
a
me,
douche.
Tai.
God.
Farm sim gone wild.
Arms
This is only if there was topless females.
Unless you're Tai, then only if there was topless donkeys.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
God damn it.
There's probably a mod for that.
Oh, wouldn't it?
There's a mod for that.
Damn, I forget.
Fifi.
That's gonna be my normal, typical
I
answer.
didn't do it.
Hate it.
I got you silage ready over here.
Ooh.
Alarm. Oh shit. Alarm tomorrow at 8 p.m. Good.
Somebody got hired help on?
Nope. I'm just doing my thing.
I got to this point when I was driving this week that there was no speed limit. The only rule was you had to keep 2 dots apart from you and the car in front of you. It was so
Oh, boy.
confusing.
What was your
Must have
speed?
been over by the Poconos.
It was right across the Delaware-Pennsylvania line. I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh, damn, money is down a lot. We're gonna go bankrupt, motherfuckers. Holy shit.
What?
We're gonna go bankrupt.
Why?
Look at our money.
$1 million.
Yeah,
That's
we're fine.
near fucking broke.
No, because I asked people not to use it unless
Well, yeah.
we freaking absolutely needed it.
Yeah,
So
I
we
know.
don't have like $13 million just chilling in our account all the time. It's not like we're freaking Bill Gates. It's just like, hey, $13 million to buy another freaking combine. That's chump change.
You know what always kills me is when you see like people that do videos with Farm Sim, you look at their bank, there's like $999 trillion. Like,
Yeah.
why in the
Mm.
world would you
Max out
sit
their
there? Yeah, it's like, why in the fuck would you do that?
Clicking in the background.
I don't know what he's talking about.
No, I do Phoenix's mouse, but I mean,
I didn't even use my mouse. My keyboard, doesn't really make a sound. It's my wife's playing a game over there, which I think she is.
that could be it. I did see her hop on Arc earlier, so maybe she's there still.
Holy fucking rubber band. Person picks the worst spot ever to fucking rubber band right towards the creek.
Right towards the.
Okay, I can only go straight or back. I can't turn.
I just batted myself with my phone. Son of a bitch.
You just said what?
Yep, you heard it right.
You
God
just
damn
what?
it.
Wait, oh, what?
You
Fucking
fisted
right.
your cell phone?
What? No, I dropped my phone.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I really thought you said you stuck your phone up your butt.
Oh,
I thought he just said he teabagged his cell phone. I was like, what?
no. What the fuck?
Well, you probably
what it sounded
did,
like.
Jesus, Nightbot. There you fucking slow. Son of a bitch.
but- It's Friday, Dodo.
Doesn't make any
It's
sense.
Friday, Friday.
It's Friday,
Posting
and I'll cry
links.
if I want to. Cry
Oh, the
if
picture I was trying to send you. The picture I was trying to send you was a woman sitting on a bus with her shirt up, holding her boobs, and it was like, it's Friday, get your tits out, bitches.
I think I've seen that one before.
I got my tits out.
Dude. He's being hella fucking slow.
You being
Ew.
slow.
Who's being slow?
Nightbot.
Just copy and paste the
Friday.
Discord link, you moron.
Oh.
That would be so much easier. Instead of cussing out Nightbot, just do it yourself.
I love how he's like, oh, I didn't know you could do that.
He has a.
There you go.
I timed him out so people wouldn't spam him. So
Oh.
he only does every so often. So if everybody's posting X1 point Discord, he's not going to do it.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
It makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
I'm totally. Oh, I'm a douche. I'm a douche. I'm a douche. I'm a
Oh.
mother.